everyone, it's Nay, and this is my long overdue Broody Project Pan A to Z update. It's been basically 10 weeks, actually probably almost 11, since my last, my intro to this project. Couple of reasons. One, still can't find my scales, so it's hard to measure progress when pretty much everything I measured before was weight. Secondly, not doing quite exactly the same job as what I've been doing for about the last 4 years, and where that job that I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing about half 8 o'clock and about half 8:30 starts. I'm used to the 8:30 starts, getting into work and putting on my makeup, and I'm just not prepared to do that on an 8 o'clock start. So my usage has gone down quite substantially compared to where I was sort of expecting to be. Anyway, let's get into it, starting with A. Got this Avon Glimmer Sticks eyeliner in Mocha Flash. When I started the project, I had this at 1 centimetre, currently at 0.8 centimetres. Hasn't moved all that much. It is quite old, it's quite stiff, and yeah, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere fast, which is kind of disappointing considering I was really hoping to have it done this year. But we'll see how we go. Things might get better in the rest of the year, you never know. For B, I've got the Blushette from MAC in the colour Barbara Ann. This is from the Surf Baby collection. Don't look it up, it was an awfully long time ago. So this one, when I started, I didn't have a measurement in centimetres. I had 20.04 grams. On the scales I've got here at the moment, it's still coming up at 20 grams. So not a lot of weight use, but I measured it in January, about a month ago. It was the 19th of January. I've written down at 1.2 centimetres, and I think I've now got it down to 0.5 centimetres. No, sorry, looking at the wrong one. 1.1 centimetres. That would make much more sense. Yeah, I do think it is moving. If I roll it down, I do think that it is showing more of the black plastic at the top, but I'll continue on, and I could actually have it done by the end of the year, but we will see how we go. Certainly down to the plastic so that I can't get any more out. Yeah. For C, I've got the Cuddly Cream Puff lip balm, which I think is a lip smacker one. I do go through phases where I use this quite a bit. I actually work better on the black. So started off the year at 0.9 centimetres. I weighed it tonight at 0.5, and it's actually probably closer to 0.4. I just didn't want to call it 0.4 because it's not quite there yet. So yeah, I've used up a reasonable amount of this. And I seem to be going through lip balms really quite quickly. I've actually hit some plastic. I don't think it's going to pick it up. But just here, there's a sort of a funny bit, and then there's a bit of plastic sitting up into the actual lip balm that I'm using area. So that's a good sign that I'm definitely making lots of good progress on this. So yeah, I'm thinking that I should have that done by the end of the year, which will be nice. For D, I've got this Dramatically Different moisturising lotion sample. As you can see, it's only the tiniest bit left. It's kind of sitting up on some corners and not on others. So it's really only what's in the lid, which is about there. I'll continue to tap this and see if I can't get it down, but it's being a pain in the butt. But as you can see, get in there, piece of shit. As you can see, there's really not much left and it's just about gone. Started at 15.16 grams, currently at about 9 grams. So yeah, really pleased that I should have this one out of my collection very soon. I don't know if I'll keep the little bottle or not. It's quite a cute little bottle. I feel it should be useful, but you never know. For E, I've got the Ed Hardy Born Wild Purse Perfume, and I think I've actually finished this. There's a tiny bit floating around the bottom that I've sort of been trying to spray on myself tonight, but really for all intents and purposes there's no point in carrying that around in my bag anymore. Calling that one done. So yeah, happy to have that one done. I actually really like this one. I think it must just have been a limited edition because I've sort of looked for it and haven't been able to find it since it came in a Christmas pack. So I still actually have the 100ml, I think it is, bottle of this same perfume that I will be looking forward to using at some stage when I've got a couple of others used up first. So yay, one down, and I actually finished that one reasonably early. I think I had it finished by the end of January. I think it was at 10ml maybe, but it is all gone. Alright, for F, I've got the Fantasia lipstick. On the 19th of the 1st, I had this at 1.4 centimeters. I don't think it's budged. Actually, it may have done. It looks actually like it's actually under 1.3 now, which is good. If you hold it up to here, which is sort of where I've set my goal at that line on the green one, I'm now at that line on the yellow one. Kinda, not really. Or did I? I did too. That's annoying. So yeah, I think I have used up about 1 millimeter of it. So it'll be interesting to see how I go meeting that goal. The other thing about the job I'm doing at the moment is I'm tending not to reapply things. I've been really slack with that, which is really annoying, but I always think of it when I'm somewhere not where my stuff is, so it doesn't happen, which is annoying because it's making life using things up very slow, but it is what it is. For G, I've got another A1 Glimmer Sticks. This time I've got Burgundy Shot. This one I had at the beginning as 0.9 and I've got it now sitting at about 0.7. Similar to the one in Mocha Flash. They're quite old, they're quite stiff. I don't think this one's quite as bad as the other one. Been tending to use the other one a bit more, but still not showing much progress in it. I can't see them both being done by the end of the year. I'd be surprised if one is. For H, I've got the Happy Booster Blush from Physicians Formula. I'm showing some really good progress in this one. At the beginning of the year, I sort of had it halfway across the pan, and now I'm dipping well below that, particularly here. This is really quite thin. I've repressed it a couple of times because it kept breaking. Actually, the first time I got hard pan and then it broke, which I was glad about because I repressed it. I have repressed it a couple more times since then. Even only using it about half of the days of the year, I think I can probably still get through this, which would be nice because this has been hanging around for a while. And the packaging is really bulky, so it will be nice to get that one done and moved out. For I, I've got the In the Gallery Quad, and my goal is to hit the side pan on this shade here. I think I've used this maybe twice, maybe 3 times this year. It hasn't been a lot, because this is the one that I tend to do when I've got the most time. Yeah, so not much more to say about that one. Still could probably meet the goal by the end of the year. I just probably have to buckle down on it, and I can't see that happening when I've got my Pan That palette happening as well, which is what I'm wearing tonight. For Jay, I've got the Just Unforgettable body spray from Avon, which is sitting next to my old desk at work and is not here, so I can't update you. Haven't been using it every day. Routine used to be that it sat in my locker. I'd use it when I went in the morning. The lockers got closed off for a while. They did some works on a pipe, so I moved it down next to my desk, and I haven't been sitting at that desk, and there's not as much room at the desk that I tend to be at the moment, so I am not as good at using it as I was. Can't tell you where I'm up to on that one. I didn't think to look. For Kay, I've got the Avon Dew Kiss Lip Balm in Plum Tart. I have used this like a couple of times, really not much. I'm trying to scrape out and finish off another one that I had going. Pardon me. But this one seems really quite soft. Every time I use it, it seems to actually physically drop. So when I do get started on it, I still think I can get it done by the end of the year, because it's really slim. There's really not a lot in there, and it seems to go really quickly. But yeah, I've just been concentrating on trying to use up the very last scrapings out of my Baby Lips one before I start on this one too much. Yeah, I didn't bother to weigh it because it's not going to show anything, I didn't think. And it's a hard one even to try and like measure against a ruler, because it's got that angle and that angle and that angle and that angle. So I might, when I actually start using it properly, I might mark it on a piece of paper and go from there, I think, if I don't find my scales in the meantime. I mean, you can see that, I don't know if I showed this before or not, but I actually think that there is actual physical progress on it, like visual progress on it, strangely enough, for the 2 or 3 times I've used it. For Elle, I've got this Love and Light hand cream from Lush. When I started it, last I had it measured was at 57.08 grams. I measured it on the 2nd of February, and I had it clocked at 36 grams. I've now got it at 28. So thinking I should have this one done in about the next month, maybe even less. So that'll be nice to have that one out. I don't know why they call it Love and Light. It feels quite almost heavy, quite greasy-ish, and it's really quite a strong smell, so I don't know where they got the light from. M is for Maple Taffy Lip Balm. When I put it on the scales I'm using at the moment, it's coming up at 6 grams. They're in 2 gram increments. Start off at 7.37. Last time I measured it was showing at 4.5, which seems a bit odd. But yeah, there's not a whole lot in there. Tending not to favour this one too much because it does require sticking your fingers in it. But I am using it from time to time when I think about it. And hopefully I'll be able to get a bit more use on that one soon, when I spend a couple of days doing a job where I can actually sit at a desk and have it close by without being worried about what I've been touching in the meantime. For N, I've got the NARS Fort de France highlighter. My goal is to hit pan, and I'm getting really close on there. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best. I've sort of been putting my brush in this area. I was kind of hoping to hit this one before I went pan on this one before I went back to my other one, but I don't know how I'll go. I've been trying to sort of use this one when it's been a bit warmer, because it's a bit goldier, and I thought it might be better when if I happened to have a little bit more of a tan, which is more likely to be now. So this is the one that I've been tending to use, and it looks like it should be really, really close to hitting pan. Just in there. Hopefully by the next month. And if not, I'll probably go back to it later on when it gets warmer again towards the end of the year. Oh, there's another empty. This is the on-the-go size of the micellar work. Not that there was much left to when I rolled this in. Yeah, I don't particularly love this stuff, but I've got a couple more of them hanging around that I'll use up. And then by the time I use up everything I've got, I'll probably be dead. So I would like to get the Bioderma one at some stage if it happens to be that I outlive what I've got in my collection. For P, I've got the Pied de Pepper foot cream. Had this one started at 92.6 grams. On the 2nd of Feb I had it at 66, and today I've got it at 50. It started to separate, it's really runny, so you're probably not... Alright, let's see if I can edit that together. Yeah, so if you were watching, I just spilled it all. Trying to show you. Yeah, it's not really going to happen, is it? I didn't realise how brown it made my hair. Doesn't look so bad. Yeah, so anyway. 50 grams now. Probably thinking another month, maybe 2, if I'm consistent with it. The lighting's doing weird things. Anyway, maybe it's reflecting off my glasses. Jeez, I'm rambling tonight. So yeah, anyway, probably more than halfway done, definitely more than halfway done. Yeah, next month or 2. Rightio, that'll probably all get cut out, see how we go. For Q, got the Vanilla Quartz Skin Perfector from Becca. This one I dropped and had to repress not all that long ago. Have used it a couple of times since, but as I was sort of saying before, I'm tending to use the NARS one a bit more. Even then there is still a bit of a dip going on in there. Can't see any reason why I can't have it done by the end of the year. It's really quite thin. Thinking not even half the pan fall in there. It does undulate a little bit from where I've repressed it. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I can't see why I shouldn't have it done by the end of the year when I start working on it. Okay. Baron's Rose lipstick. I haven't used this one a whole lot. I didn't have a measurement against a ruler, so I can't tell you. And I haven't got anything to weigh it on that will weigh it accurately. So yeah, what's the point? For S, I've got the Smooth Mineral Eye Pencil in Pebble. Teeny tiny that it is, certainly getting down there. about 3.6 centimeters from there. And it looks like probably started the year at 4.2. So I have actually made some progress on this little guy. Yeah, because it's not quite it's not even 4 centimeters anymore. So yay me. Be interesting to see how I go with this one by the end of the year. If I've used half a centimetre in a couple of months, probably got about 3 centimetres left. Might actually get close to getting this one done. What I'm really hoping for is to get the cap past there, and we'll see where we go from there. For tea, I've got the True Colour Skin Goodness BB CC cream. I use this tonight. I don't think I've used it since the start of this project, apart from that. So yeah, not too much happening on this one. When I weigh it, it's coming up at 32 grams. Previously it was 33.78. So I don't know. Trying to use up tiniest last little bit of a mineral foundation, and then I'll probably start using that one. I've got to the point in the other one where I've cut it open and put it in. It's a very runny one, the other one. I ended up putting it in there, so that's all I've got left of that before I hopefully start using the other one. For you, I've got the Ultra Balm from Lush. Man, this lighting's annoying tonight. Can't really weigh it at the moment. I can give it a go and see what this comes up with. Well, with the lid on, it's showing 16 grams, which is what it was showing back over a month ago. So, a bit hard to know. I can see it slowly moving down the sides because I tend to go around the outside on that one, but a bit tricky to know. For V, the 7-day scrub, when I weighed this tonight, it's about 70 grams. Started off at 73.76. I have used this a handful of times, maybe half a dozen, something like that. For W, I've got these Athena cleansing wipes. Last time I had what I thought was about 7 or 8 left and 30.58 grams. Currently it's weighing in at 16 grams, which seems a bit strange. I'm thinking 4, might be 5, but I'd be surprised if there were 5 in there. So it will be nice to have these done. For memory, these are quite small. So yeah, get through them quickly that way. For X, I've got the Magix Face Primer. Magix Face Primer. The fact that this one you can't really see through all that well makes life a bit tricky, but I can see just holding up like that, there's a great big air bubble right down into the middle, sort of in there, sort of down there. I didn't weigh this. Why did I not weigh that? Wow, we're all kinds of disorganised tonight. Okay, it's coming in at 24 grams at the moment. Started off at 31, almost on the dot. Yeah, so at the moment it's showing 22, so either 22 or 24. Some good usage out of that. I think I can have this done by the end of the year. See how we go when we start getting down there, how long that last little bit takes to come out. I do use this pretty much every day that I do wear makeup. Okay, for white, got the NYX Matte Bronzer. Still can see the plan indent of the pan. Still coming through loud and clear, but still having a hit pan, which is a little bit surprising. But it is what it is. Like, I've been seeing those rings on that pan for like 6 months, but I don't feel like I'm getting any closer to them. It's really quite odd. I mean, it's a bronzer, so I use a somewhat large fluffy brush. So I'm thinking that when I do hit pan, it'll be substantial. But they're obviously there. Just a matter of uncovering them. Yeah, keep working on it. See how we go. Be interesting to put that one on a scale when I get one. I mean, the product itself's 9.5 grams, so there's a fair bit in there. So yeah, it would be very interesting to put that one on some decent scales and see what it says. Alright, and for Z, Ibiza Party Shampoo. I'm trying to use up another one first at the moment, but I have used this a couple of times. 114 grams is what it's weighing at tonight. Started off at 117 and a half. So I have used it a couple of times. There's a little bit of movement on it. It does look like the level's dropped a bit though. It's a bit hard to tell up there because it's where it's going to move the quickest. But it's almost down to the label when it's sitting flat. So I think, yeah, there is actually some use on that one. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this long, rambly A to Z Project Pan update. Yeah, and I will try and come back in maybe 2 months. We'll see how we go. And if my usage increases, might be sooner. But we'll see how we go. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.